Hi and welcome back to my studio here in the northwest of England. My name's Paul and I am a portrait photographer. I do photograph other things as well, of course, like most of us do, but mainly I like photographing people. But today, however, we're going to photograph these orchids, one of my favourite flowers. So this is really just for my fun. If you like watching, great, give me a thumbs up, you know, one of them, and cheesy in it, and subscribe, that'll be great. I really appreciate that. So yeah, we're going to photograph these orchids today. I've got them sort of set up already in the position where I think they look okay. I'm going to use these two lights. This is going to be my key light, and that's going to be a kicker light coming from the back, hopefully shining some light through the leaves just to bring the colour out a little bit more. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's just an experiment, and you know, and practice as well. That's quite important, really. That's what I'm doing here before I destroy all my equipment. All right, so these are really basic flash heads. All they are is flash heads. They're not TTL, they're not high-speed sync. They're just bog standard, easy flash heads to do. I'm using the Nikon Z6II young deal flash triggers, which work great in here. Loads of room for them to bounce about, so I don't often get a misfire. Okay, I'm tethered into capture one, and I will of course put the pictures up so you can see in the corner somewhere over here maybe. Alright, so first off, the camera settings are the native flash high flash for the camera is 200th of a second, so it's set on 200th of a second. I'm on f8, the lens aperture, which is sort of mid-range, good place to get going from, and the ISO is the lowest native ISO, which is 100. That'll give me the best quality. Okay, so now what we need to do is I shall just have a look at the Group A, switching on my flash trigger here. Let's try that. There we go. So we need to match the output of this flash to match the aperture of the lens, which is f8 at 250th of a second and ISO 100. So we'll just have a look at that on there. And I'm feathering the light, and it's f8. Okay, I've got it at f8. I've already set it up. So it's f8 to match the aperture at 100th of a second and 200th of a, to 100 ISO and 200th of a second. This is actually an old meter. I've had that about 27 years, that meter. And it'll only go to 250. It won't go to 200. So 250, I'll use that. So I'll call 200 on the meter. It's actually 250, so I'll call it 200, so it's near enough. It's not an exact science. So that now is exposed right. F8 coming out of the light. This is F8 here. Here is not F8. It's 5.6 and it drops right off. Okay, so here is F8, which is the correct exposure. The light gets here, and it's a spot on exposure, yeah, near enough. Anyway, so there we go, and the light's feathered. 3x2 softbox, and the light is actually the feather. The edge of the light is here. It's got a grid on, so it's scattering the light, and hopefully will give you a softer light, sprinkling it gently over the light, over the petals. All right, so we'll take a picture there. We'll take a picture showing Group A. Okay, so we shall take that test shot. I'm using single point focusing, autofocus, single point, and it's on one of the leaves around about here. F8, we're good to go. Everything's in focus. Okay, now then, that's not bad. That's not too bad. Little bit dark. So what we'll do, we'll just turn the light up. I'll just turn the nozzle Little button at the back there. Up just a bit. And we shall just take another picture. There you go. Slightly. These are a little bit fiddly to use, but I shall just turn it up a bit. You know, it's all a little bit trial and error, which is good. You don't mind a bit of trial and error. I don't use TTL. I don't tend to use TTL if you use flash guns. I tend to do it on manual. I think the reason for that is because when TTL came out, it's been out for a long time, but first time I got a camera with TTL on it, I didn't really understand it, so I tend to leave it alone. I just carried on like I were beforehand. When I used my FM2 with the flashes on, and did it all by manually. Right, okay, so we've got a picture there. Okay, that's not too bad. The background's dark. There's a little bit of light in the corner, bottom corner there, which is quite nice. Quite like that. I might even just turn that a little bit that way, and just take another picture there. It's not feathering it quite as much. Yeah, put a little bit more light in the background and lit the flowers up a little bit more. That's good. I like that. That's fine. That's alright. That's quite funky. I'm going for a funky look. Alright, that's nice. I am a fan of Robert Mapplethorpe. I absolutely love his pictures. Absolutely awesome photographer he was. What a man. And his flower pictures, amongst his other pictures. But his flower pictures were really one of the things that got me into photography. I really liked his lily pictures and all that kind of stuff that he did. I thought it was fabulous. Right, okay, so we've got the kicker light on now. Switch that on. We'll turn the A light off, which is the main key light. We'll turn that one off, and then we'll go down to group B. That's in group B, and we'll just have a look and see what that picture looks like just with that light lighting up the background there. Lighting up the back of the lights. The back of the lights. What I'm talking about. The back of the flowers. I want a bit of light coming through the back of the leaves if possible. Just turn that there. I'll just work this a bit of trial and error really. And then we'll mix them both together. Let's take another one. Yeah, that's quite nice. It's putting a bit of an edge. It's a little bit dark at the top. I might just raise it up a little bit. That just to give it a bit of. It just seems to be a bit dark at the top. There we go. Let's just try that. See what that is like. There we go. Not made a lot of difference. Wonder why. Move that round a bit. I'm not sure if that will do anything or not, but we shall find out. Alright. Okay, right then, that's alright. We'll mix them both together now. I think I might know what it is. I'll go the wrong way with that. Turn that back a little bit like that. Maybe there. So, slight adjustments. Yeah, alright. We'll mix them both up now. That's not made a lot of difference. We'll put the group A back on. Okay, now we'll mix these two lights together. Do this one separate and that one separate. Put them together. All I want for that one is a little bit of light coming through the leaves. Maybe just to bring the colours out a little bit. So we'll have a look and see what we've got now with the A and the B group on. There we go. And we'll have a look at what we have. Pretty, not bad. Yeah, what do you think? It's quite nice. Let me have a look on the computer. Now there's just one thing that's worrying me a little bit, the composition. I'm a little bit tight on the top. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move the composition up a little, just to give me a bit more room there, and lock it in. And I think I should just go back a bit. Titch. Okay, a little bit over that way. Alright, that's fine. I think that isn't so bad. Reset the focus point. Like I said, I'm using single point focusing. And it's on autofocus. A little bit wobbly. Take your time. No rush. Alright. Nice. Okay, that's good. All right, she's a little bit lopsided. Don't know why that is. It looks a little bit lopsided to me. So I've got an indicator on here. That not working? Let's just have it about there. Don't know why that's a bit screwy. Alright. Don't matter because I was pressing that. There it was. Okay, so I was accidentally pressing the bin button, so it wasn't operating the display. Right, okay. There we go. Let's just take that one and boom boom. Yeah, that looks a bit better. That looks a bit better. Got a bit of rain at the top there, not much. But I have got a bit. Oh, that's fine. I think that'll be alright. It's not great. And you know, you can be here all day, can't you? Trying to get something right. We'll just move that back a bit there. And I'm not quite happy about that. Just move that there. This is awkward, you know, pressing the button. Alright, so you can't have too many buttons, you know. So then we'll just reset that, okay. So press that. And there we go. I think that's going to be the final picture. That's alright. I don't mind that. That is okay. I think that'll be alright. Let's have a look. That's quite pretty. That is quite pretty. We can just do with moving this a little bit that way. Okay. And then slightly. There. Alright, so we have a picture. Now there's one problem with that I'm not keen on. There's a bit of a dark shadow just coming onto here. It's a little bit dark. So what I'm going to do, I'll put that reflector there, and hopefully we can bounce a little bit of light back just to soften that shadow up so it's not quite as harsh. Oh, what we're doing is I'm actually blocking the path in that sense. Not much better. Better. Oh, that's actually worked okay. Yeah, it's just lightened that shadow. Just a nudgy. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, it's just lightened it just a touch. And I think that looks quite nice. So we'll have that. We'll have that. In fact, we can just make it a little bit little bit dark actually. Move it back a bit. Try that. Alright. Yeah, it's just not quite as harsh. I'm not entirely happy with the composition because I can just see the edge of that. Just the edge of the table. But I guess it doesn't really matter. That's fine. That's nice. That isn't too bad. A little bit, you know, you can go on forever, can't you? And you can go on forever with this sort of thing until you get it absolutely right, and then you know what, you might even be happy with it and you got it right. Okay, so there we have it. There's a picture. Can we do anything else with it? Probably. I actually have a light here. Let's turn it on. Yep, okay, it's just a young neural flash with a receiver. This is in the C group. Alright, I've set it at 70 zoom, and hopefully what we're going to get here, I would like a bit of light to come up. I put a gel in it, blue gel. I'd like a little bit of light to come up and maybe even just shine through that way. So what we're going to do, turn A off, yep, turn B off, turn B off, and then back to C and turn C on. Let's give it a test. There we have it. And give that a go. Yep. And oh, that's nice. Okay, that's actually okay. Oh yeah, I like that. Well, I can see there. Yeah, I think that's about right. We'll put the A group back on. In fact, no we won't. We'll put the B group back on. Alright, we'll put the B group back on and we'll take a shot with the B light, kicker light, and the light from the back. And we'll just have a look at what we've got. Oh, very interesting. Alright, so yeah. And now we'll put the A light back on, hopefully. We'll have a picture. It's a little bit, yeah, that is interesting. Not exactly what we're looking for. But what we'll do, we'll turn the power down on here to quite low, 64 power. We'll just take that picture again. Getting quite a lot of light on the background. Much better. Oh, I know what it is. I'll tell you what it is. It's the angle of that. It's that angle. It's just firing enough on the background. Let's see what that happens now. Yeah, that's better, right? It's a bit better. Okay, so we have a lily picture. Even better than that, we've got an orchid picture. One problem I can see is that stem thing there. I think what we should do is just recompose that to about there. So I can't see that stem, that clip on that stem. Slightly annoying, but actually, yeah, I do think that looks a bit better. That composition, anyway, I think it does. Yeah, I quite like that. I think we've got a picture there. I think we've got a picture. Right. I think we've got a picture there. I'm just not quite happy about that. It just looks a little bit wonky. Turn it that way a bit more. Try that. We don't want a wonky picture. Oh, that's even wonkier. I got the wrong way. There you go. Nobody wants a wonky picture. Alright, yeah, that's it. Nobody wants a wonky picture. Not in this town. Alright. That's okay. I think we'll have that. It's not perfect, but it's okay. There's a few minor things on it I'm not quite happy with. But hey, we're here now, let's get it fixed. Try that. That's better. That is better. I'm just seeing the edges. Do that one now. Alright, good. Exposure's good. I can just see that clip underneath, just a little bit. That's the only thing, it's just annoying me now. So we'll just move that up a little. I can't leave it off because the flower will move about. And put that gently. Not touching it too much. Come on. I need you to help me out now. Just a little bit. Just put that there. Ooh. Hopefully we can just hide behind that. Yeah, how's that looking? Hopefully this will be the final picture. Because oh yeah. Okay, I think we've got that. I think we've got that. Full screen. Yeah, she's looking good. You're looking pretty. She's looking pretty. Okay, so I think that'll do. That's enough. I've had enough. We've got the photograph that I was looking for. That's the raw edit. I'll have a play with it. I'll put the edit up at the end, tweak it a little bit maybe. So there, here you go. Thank you very much for watching, and thanks for sticking it out to the end if you have done. I really, really do appreciate it, and it's just a bit of fun for me. I'm not meant to make instructional videos. It's just a bit of fun, let people see what I do in the studio, and just to get out there really and enjoy it. Hopefully meet new photographers, get feedback, a little bit of help. Yeah, we're always learning, aren't we? And it's what I enjoy doing, and it keeps me going. So yeah, great, thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got any suggestions, anything like that, yeah, let me know. Let me know in the comments, and I will try my best to answer all the inundations, you know, all them comments. I will answer them. So yeah, thanks again for watching. My name's Paul. I'm a portrait photographer, and I live in the northwest of England. And I hopefully will see you again soon. So yeah, thanks again, and see you soon. Ta-da, take care.